Hi. Um, there's a lot of y'all that don't know me. This is quite a few that do. Um, but I'm like in a tough situation. I mean, in a tough spot right now. Um, in my adult life. Um, I had a boy when I was 20, 21. You, I just let you guess my age. Um, like I said, I had a boy. Um, and they're my young age, you know what I'm saying? I ended up having my son probably like two two 2 years after like I got out of a group home. First of all, I was in a group home like for a long time, um, bouncing around for real. Really ain't stable. I'm keeping all the way 100 about my life because I don't want to sugarcoat nothing and none of that because what I have at stake right now, um, it mean more to me than a nigga judging me. So like I don't care about that. Like I don't know what else to do. So like I said, I have my son. Um, I am into women. Um, so I'm about that LGBTQ, all of that, all of that. Um, so first of all, so a case opened up with me as far as my son went. I don't know if there's some real people out here that been in stuff. I mean, been in my type of situation. The further I go in my story, hopefully there is some out here. I know I met some in bad situations, but they out here anyway. So I had like I mean let me go back. Like I had let me say again that I had my son at an early age. Too to me too early. I these girls nowadays they don't realize that they weren't ready to be a mama until the baby actually get here and one and two coming along. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know this till then. But I only had one. I ain't trying to justify or none of that, but it is what it is. Um, I mentally I was too young. So um again, like I go back to where I was at. Um, it was a case call. Somebody called kids, and my uh the caseworker I had at the time. I don't want to say them name. No, I'm sorry. Yes, I am. Her name is Kimyetta Brown. Right? I met her. She was like the second lady. She was like, "All right, we about to close your case. Boom, boom, boom. We about to close your case. We found nothing wrong with the baby. This, that, and the third." So I'm like, "Cool." So me and the girl I'm with at the time, we fall out, get into it. My first of all, let me say this. Anytime me and this girl argue, my son was at daycare. I didn't play that shit. Matter of fact, I have never cried in front of my son other than the time that I'm about to tell y'all about. Like out man, compared to the mamas that I know nowadays, nigga, I was that A1. When I say at that A1. That A1. I went out kicking it. I wasn't thirsty for nobody to babysit my baby. Like I want on that shit. I wasn't on it. So I go back. I mean, I called a lady. Like I said, me and the girl, we got an argument. I got tired of arguing with her. So I called them. I said, "Can y'all please help me with some type of like housing?" I'm calling, asking these people for help. Like I was calling, asking them for help. Lady at the time, Kimyetta Brown. Uh, I don't think her name not Brown. I think it's Jackson. One of them. One of them. I know her first name is Kimyetta. So, um, this is back in 2000. This is back in 2009, 2010. I had my son in '09. So I called him. I said, can you all please, can I get some type of help, you know, with with housing? So she get to telling me about some kid place, the Providence home or something like that, for kids to go while the parents get this is my first son. My grandma, my father, who I, you know what I'm saying? He had my baby for one whole day. It wasn't no spit. I was going crazy. What I look like taking my baby? What I look like taking my baby to a facility that around some people I don't even know. This before that girl and her dude killed her baby. This was before all of that. The kids dying at the daycares, and it was before all of that. You hear me? So I wasn't going for that. I said no. I'll ask my people, can I come stay with them, till I get on my feet, whatever. I had income at the time, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't struggling. I just needed help with housing because the house I was in, the relationship ended, and I didn't want that stuff around my son. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And plus I was just miserable. So, and then that PTSD stuff, that pregnancy stuff ain't no joke. Anyway, so I told her I'm gonna call around. I called my people that was down south, and I asked them, like, look, can I come down there? Y'all know I just had this baby. I just need a little help to get back on my feet because I don't want these people to end up taking my baby. Can y'all help me? Even though I already knew they told me they was gonna close the case. So I'm like, okay, all I hear from my people is, oh yeah, I need this bill paid, I need that paid, how much money you gonna be getting a month? So I said, hold on, that's not where I need to be going in, because you digging in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? You're not. Yeah, I didn't even get a yes. It was just straight bills. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no. I tell the caseworker that it didn't work out. And I even explained the money thing, so what my people were saying about the money. I explained it to her. Again, me and this girl, we fall out. I end up calling. I would call them again. I said, could y'all please help me with some type of housing? Can y'all help me? You know what I'm saying? Help me. Y'all already about to close my case. Can y'all help me? You know what I'm saying? No. The caseworker scheduled a meeting the next day. And the meeting was going cool. You know what I'm saying? Like her supervisor was in there. Her name was Sarah. I don't know her last name, but she was in. They was acting all cool. Like what can we do? Like asking my ex at the time, like, can you do less hours at work, to help her out at the house with the baby. It wasn't even about my son. It wasn't about none of that. He wasn't causing me to have them PTSD moments, and for real, all I did was cry and become moody. But that comes along with that. But I'm saying, like, my son wasn't the problem. You know what I'm saying? I had him. He was cool. You know what I'm saying? During the meeting, her and her supervisor stepped out, talking in the hallway for a minute. They come back, and then next thing I know, the lady talking about she gonna be at my house at 4:30 to pick up my son. Remind you, he ain't with us he ain't with me and my ex at the meeting. He had daycare. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was on my business. You know what I'm saying? So everything went black. You know what I'm saying? Like everything around me went black. Like it felt like God placed me into this dark closet. Like I was able to move and still do stuff in my life that I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew what was going on around me, but it was like my mind was in a black closet. You know what I'm saying? Like when that lady told me that. What you mean you come to get my baby? Remind you, I grew up in the system, so I know how that shit go. I know how that shit go. I seen two of my sisters get raped in the system, in the same foster home. You know what I'm saying? Stick with diabetic needles in my face as a young kid, so I know how that shit is. The foster parents be put on the front in front of the caseworkers and the parents, making it seem like everything all sweetie at the crib, and really they beating your baby ass. They son fucking your daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's homes out there like that for real. I know. I've been in it. You know what I'm saying? I had one good one, and I still, you know, follow and see what's going on in her life. But I thank God for her. But I know what go on. So my mind automatically, my mind was gone. It was gone. So I left the meeting and I went to go get my son. No, I'm sorry. I called the daycare lady and I told her what was going on. She flips on the phone. You hear me? She flips on, because I told her what was going on from the jump. She was like, "Jatir, what I wish you before the meeting." She was like, "Oh, Jatir, I wish you well. You know, girl, you gonna be all right. They ain't, you know, they just go ask you a bunch of questions the whole night." You know what I'm saying? Because she called kids at her daycare, how the kids was coming to daycare looking all abused and the constant rashes and new marks and all that shit. She dealt with them before. So and I called her and she said, "Well, just here, no, we ain't about to wait till no 4:30. I'm about to come over there so we can talk right now. What time the lady supposed to be there?" So I told her. She like, "Yeah, I'll be there." Next thing I know, 10 minutes later, she pulling up at my door. My son, he really wasn't no crybaby. He really wasn't. He wasn't no crybaby. No. Nope. Because I remember I used to have to only put on like Bad Boys when he did that middle of the night crying, because that Bad Boys just like catch his attention. He'll be cool like, you know what I'm saying? So she get there with my son and I'm like, okay, I get to tell her what's going on. My ex, her sister was at the house. She couldn't believe what was going on. She asked her where my ex at. I don't know where she went. I think she went to go have a mental breakdown or something. So she like the daycare lady like, yeah, man, what's going on? She come in the house all loud, and you know, she got my baby in the car seat talking about what's going on. I didn't call these people so many times about these kids in my daycare, and now I get a good parent that take care of her kid, and y'all want to take her baby. Y'all got me effed up, right? Loud. This before the foster lady even get there. So it ain't making it no better for me, because my mind's still gone. I was numb. Like a nigga could run me over with a car and I don't think I would have felt it. I don't think I would have felt it. You know what I'm saying? So I go in the back room and I'm packing my son's stuff up. Numb. I know what's about to happen, but I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't believe that these niggas is about to take my baby. I can't believe it. And all I did was ask y'all for help, and y'all was about to close my case anyway. I ain't done with y'all. Wait a minute. So I go and get my son's stuff, you know, have it ready for when the social worker got there. Daycare lady's still there, ready to go to jail, right? So I'm like, okay, and I remember her name, Miss Benjamin. She was cool. So she like, the lady come, the social worker come in this big ass truck. They ain't never seen her in it. Ain't never seen her in it. So I'm like, okay, hey, she was like, okay, and ain't having no conversation with me at all. Like, you're for real, you ain't even got to tell me, because I know as soon as you leave from my house, you got to take my son to the hospital to get a little checkup. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all gonna go back down to the Jane Edna building and wait till hopefully y'all got somebody by the end. Boom, but I ain't done with y'all. Listen to this. So I go to in this time, you know, I gotta go to meetings and this, that, and the third. I got a case plan. I gotta do all this shit to get my son back from these niggas. I was on it. I was on it. Again, this is around 2010 to 2011, right? You know what I'm saying? So they're like, Miss Hines, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100. I do have that PTSD shit. I do. Cause like I said, I done seen some shit in my life that I wasn't supposed to see as a young kid. Like I wasn't supposed to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. And on top of that, I was raped. You know what I'm saying? I go to all the stuff they telling me to do. All the stuff. I'm getting it done. I done got my own spot, the whole nine. I done did it. I said I'll never go to the shelter, but I did it to get my place for my baby. I was down there struggling. You hear me? Struggling. I know what that shelter shit like. Boom. I'm going to visitation. I got to see my baby down there at the place. Ain't no him having visitations at where I stay at. I got to go down to the building to go see my baby, right? It ain't even just downtown. I had to go different places to see my son. It wasn't just a one specific place. Like these niggas made me travel. I ain't had no car. I had no license. No, I was straight riding a bus. You know what I'm saying? They ain't complaining at all. Even on my son's birthday, I had my first breakdown on my son's first birthday. Yeah, I had my first breakdown. And then on top of that, I had to hold it together. One time I went to court. I went to the visit to see my son, and the foster lady dropped him off. Remind you, my son's foster mother, you might as well say adopted mother, is white. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not racist. God funny. God is funny. God is funny. All of that I'm saying. So I go in the room, and my baby is like, you know, not he didn't want the lady to put him down. And you know, I could kind of figure because he was young, you know what I'm saying? You had him for a minute now, so he growing up. So okay. Man, my baby called that lady Ma. My baby called that lady mommy. Do you hear me? So through all of this shit is breaking. It's cutting me away. It's cutting me away. So this one day, I was planning on it. I was plotting. So this one day, I go see my son at a visit. Another place. Matter of fact, it's closer to where I was staying at the time. So I go see my son, and I tell people on the phone, like, look, nigga, today I'm walking off with my son. I'm taking him from this visit. I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm tired of them telling me what to do with my baby. My baby calling that white lady Ma. This shit not right. It's not right. I'm taking my baby today. Niggas think I'm playing on the phone. Down to my mama. Think I'm playing, right? So during the visit, the social worker in the room, this is supposed to be a supervised visit. Cause I'm sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to be a supervised visit. You hear me? Supervised. So the lady she ain't paying attention. She on the phone. She on her laptop. I'm doing shit that I don't never do. I don't never do. When I say I don't never do, this what I mean. I don't never take my son diaper bag outside of that room. If I gotta change his diaper, I'll take a diaper and the wipes out the diaper bag and take him to the bathroom. I took it, and that was the first time. And then I went back in the room, playing around with it, brought a diaper bag. I didn't even bring his diaper bag back in the room. I left it by the chair by the door. I went back in the room and got his jacket. She still ain't paying no attention. None. No attention. You hear me? I ain't done with y'all. So I leave the building. You hear me? Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a description. It's over there on it's Merlis Taylor over there on Noble Road in East Cleveland. Off in the cut in the back. So I walk from that back building to Noble. And anybody that know Cleveland, the 41, them buses on the east side is slow. I ain't never, them bitches, they never on time. Never. So let me tell y'all this. I was outside with my son for 20 minutes waiting for the fucking bus. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So I'm riding the bus. I got to go all the way to Maple. I'm riding the bus with my son. Got him on tight mode. You know what I'm saying? The lady on the bus like, oh, he's so cute. That's your twin. Gave my baby a sucker. Of course, I ain't want him to have that shit, but he ain't eat the shit at the visit. So I'm like, all right, it's cool. We get some food when we get to grandma's house. Boom. Long story short. Let me make a long story short. So I end up turning myself in. But they don't say that on the news. They don't say that on the news. They don't say that. They don't say that on the news. All they say is they found me. Y'all niggas was looking for me for 3.5 hours. What do you mean you found me? No, y'all didn't. But I'm mature. That's the old me. I gotta get this out, y'all. Just let me get it out. So I'm sitting there. I know they coming. I'm in my mama's house. I don't wear this shit. So I leave out my mama's house with my son. This time is dark time. And my mother had this big ass tree at the end of her street. And when I say it was that big, y'all see, I was a little smaller. I was a lot smaller than what I am now when I did this thing. So me and my son, we went outside and I stood by the tree because it was just the thing I could just do right there. So I stood by the tree, and next thing I know, I see the police lights coming down my mother's street, and she stayed at the bottom of the hill. See lights, helicopters, see it all. So my son, like, he was all playing, being a kid in my mother's house, like, playing on the floor, running back and forth to me, you know what I'm saying? Being my baby. He wasn't quiet. So we get outside, standing by this tree. My son don't say nothing. When he see the police lights, I'm pretty sure he didn't know what that is. But when he seen the lights, when I say my baby ain't make a sound, he ain't make no sound. He ain't say nothing. Like, he knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even see me. So I had to wave them down. Wave this police officer lady down, who drew her hand back on her gun, like she was about to flip that bitch out her waistband. So I'm looking at her like, look, bitch, I got my baby in my hand. You ain't got to do all of that. So she let her hand go, her gun go, and she walked up to me and she got my son, and then she told me to put my hand behind my back, all that, boom, boom, boom. So they ended up putting me in a detective came to the car and was like, why did you take your son? And I told him why. I got tired of them. It was so wrong. My case is wrong. They just took my baby. The dude ended up telling me, he was like, nah, you ain't gonna never see your son again. You hear me? So I go and I get in the car. I get in the car, and the police are out there talking, and then the lady put my son in the front seat after she removed the gun from the front seat. She put my son in the front and was letting him play with the little laptop thing they got up there. So he seen me in the back. When I say it was so fucking hard to look at my baby, it was so fucking hard. It was so hard. And then at that moment, like I said later in the story, that's the first time I have ever cried in front of my son, because I seen his bottom lip go out. And when he do that shit, I know it's about to be over with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, mommy okay. And I just broke down. But I put my head down in my shirt. It had them cuffs tight as fuck. Anyway. So I put my face down in my shirt and, wiped it and kept telling him it was going to be okay. Mommy, okay. Boom. Make a long story short, them niggas sentenced me 30 months for taking my baby. They sentenced me for 30 months for taking my son. Excuse me. 30 months. I ain't never been to nobody jail. Not a no adult. I ain't never been to nobody jail. I ain't never been to nobody courtroom. I was doing so good in my life. But that one time, it caused me to go to prison for 30 months. 30 months. All I did in there, it was another moment when I was getting broken down. You know what I'm saying? Went to prison, got out. I go and get out 2014, right? So I get out. The caseworker then quit her job. I'm not done. The caseworker quit her job. Then on top of that, this year, I'm sorry, that 2014 is when I got out. I found out that the social worker quit her job in 2014. In 2014. So I left. I didn't know what to do. I just knew that last time I went to court and when I was in prison, that they adopted my son to them people. Let me go back. In the process, from the beginning, before I even called my case, these people were saying that we believe in the kids still being around the parent. You know, Jatera, you can do open adoption. You know, we'll keep Cam and all this other shit. We'll keep him. You don't have to worry about that. You'll still see your son. This all the stuff I was hearing from the beginning. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. So 2014, I get out. I find out that the caseworker left. She don't work for the agency no more. Cause I was on it. First time I was able to get out, nigga, I was on it. Wait, what's up with my baby? So, won't worry about nothing else but where my baby. So I from 2014 to 2019, I did not know. I ain't know what my baby looked like. I ain't know nothing. I didn't know nothing. I ain't know where he was at. I ain't know nothing. So one day on Facebook, I'm like, man, I gotta find this lady. The foster mother. I'm like, I gotta find this lady. I gotta find her. I just want to at least see what my baby looked like. I don't even know where he at. So on my dad's birthday of 2019, I found the lady on Facebook. I seen a whole bunch of pictures of my baby. I couldn't even say, like, cause she got 3 other kids too. I couldn't even say I don't know which one mine. Like, he looked just like me. So I'm like, okay, all right, thank you. I reached out, wrote the lady a message and was asking her if possible I can see Cameron. Boom, boom, boom. You know what that lady said? She said he not ready, right? So boom, I'm out here getting services. Boom, boom, boom. I got a job, my own place, permanent housing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here on my shit, and it's been almost 2 years now. Almost 2 years, right? So I had this conversation with this lady, and I told her about my, the situation I just told y'all. And she like, girl, you can get copies of your court stuff with your son at the juvenile building. I said, oh wait, what? I thought that shit was like, I thought it was like sealed or something. Like, you can't, it's over with. She was like, no, girl, just go down there and you'll get it. I go down there to the juvenile building to get the paperwork. This ain't even 3 months ago. I go down there and get the paperwork. Let me tell y'all, let me tell y'all this. I got out of prison January 24th of 2014. January 24th. I go down there to get them papers from the case, from the juvenile building, and come to find out, remind y'all, the last time I went to court for my son was when I was in prison. This was March of 2013, right? They told me they was adopting him. The shit over with. It's over with. So I go get my papers and my shit. And, I had to remind you I had to go back twice. Because I had to go get the case plan shit, and then I had to go get the juvenile shit from the actual judge, like the judge shit. The final decision, all that shit. So I go get the shit. Come to find out, these people did not adopt my son until February I think February 21st or the 23rd, one of them. Not until a month after I got out of prison. A month after I didn't got out of prison. A month after I didn't got out of prison. Do you all hear me? If this shit don't sound like no fucking, if it don't sound like no setup, if it don't sound like no setup, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep it all the way 100. This lady, the lady that has my son, I'm not gonna make her seem like no evil or you know what I'm saying, no evil type of person. But you told me from the jump that you believe that the kids should be around their birth parents, this, that, and the third. You can't have no kids. So you know that's why you really got into this adopting thing. She told me all of this, and then now that the doors is closed, that she think the doors is closed, and she ain't say none of that. And then why did you wait until a month after I got out of prison for you to finally officially adopt my son? You waited a month after I got out of prison. You know I wasn't gonna have my stuff together that fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to do. The lady also told me to call legal aid. I ain't even done with y'all. So my little sister, she a year younger than me. She goes to this church. This is when I was already out of prison. She goes to the church and bumps into my son's old social worker. Remind you, they know what she looked like. They know her first name because they didn't went to visits and she was there. You know what I'm saying? So my sister asked her, why did y'all take Jatira baby? And you know what she said? She said that he was not inappropriate. His home wasn't appropriate for me to be raising a boy. Meaning I'm in a same sex home and I don't deserve my baby. I'm in a same sex home, so she don't deserve her baby. There's ain't no other way to word that. Because y'all was in the midst of closing my case. Why would you remove my son? It wasn't nothing else wrong other than me asking y'all for help with housing. I wasn't homeless at the time. I wasn't none of that. I just wanted my own shit with Jatira name on everything. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no other reason for y'all to remove my baby. None. And then for this lady to adopt my son a month after I was out of prison. I don't know what else to do. Legal aid is not, they're not helping me. They talking about if the child was removed through children's services, that falls under the stuff that they can't do. But if somebody took my case, I'm telling you, it would be a winner. You hear me? It would be a winner. Now my son is 12 now, and like I said, he been around these people for a long time. I ain't trying to like just remove him out, because I ain't no selfish person. You know what I'm saying? I love my baby, even though I have not, I don't know what that is right now. You know what I'm saying? Far as like how it really feels to, you know, constantly be a mother, or you know what I'm saying, be a mother, period. And you know what I'm saying? And just really being one. Like I don't know what that is. God didn't allow me to have no more kids after my son, because it broke me down. Like I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. And the fact that she's saying that, she said, and I know if she was to go to court, she would deny saying that. But there's no other reason that you removed my son from my house, and there was nothing wrong, and you was in the process of closing his case. There's no other reason. There's no other reason. And then my case, all my stuff from the courts is so small. They didn't give me a chance to get my stuff together. They didn't give me a chance. I don't know what else to do. I really want my baby. And then I'm like I said, I'm not no racist person, but can't no Caucasian person, I'ma say it again. Can't no Caucasian person teach no black man how to handle the police. There is none. I seen that movie with that football player, Collins. I seen that, and I'm pretty sure that's how my son growing up. Like I'm pretty sure. Because the lady then posted stuff on her page talking about one of the kids was getting bullied at school. Like I, and my son is chocolate. You hear me? They know you ain't his mama. They know. Can't no white person, I don't care. Can't no white person teach no black man, black boy how to deal with the police. You can't. You can't. They ain't in your field. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I'm his mother. And I can see if I was abusing him or if I just gave him to y'all. Like I can see if that was the case. But it's not. It's not. If anybody that's seeing this video, if you can help me like with an attorney or some, y'all just share my shit. Like, please. I don't know. 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 I don't know what else to do. And I know I'm not going to give up because I do believe in God. I definitely do. I definitely do. He been showing me stuff daily. So I'm not saying I don't believe in God, but I know there's nothing wrong with reaching out and asking for help. Especially when you being honest. But I don't know what else to do. And I just really want my baby. Even if I can't have him, which I don't understand why I wouldn't be able to, but I like I want to see my baby. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him. I want to smell him. I want to hug him. I want to be a mother to my baby. Life short, people be dying on the regular. Like I just want to see my baby. Who's 12 now? And I ain't seen him since he was 4. Can y'all please share my shit? Please. Thank y'all for listening. I gotta get my mind right. But I had to get this out. But I thank y'all for listening. If y'all can share this, hopefully it reached the right people that can guide me. And I wasn't able to do the balloon thing for Judah, but I've been following that baby for a minute. RIP to that baby. And I see he touched so many people everywhere across the globe. But Judah Strong. Please share it. Please. Y'all can hit me up on my YouTube. I don't know how that stuff works, but I gotta upload this video. But again, thank y'all for listening. Please share. Thank you.